What's up, guys? So today we're going to have his first attempt at wrapping a roof. We've done the mirrors, as you'll have seen if you follow me on Instagram. I'll drop some pictures here. We've done a boot trim as well, so we're going to attempt the roof. Right guys, so it's our first attempt wrapping a roof. What we decided to do is try and stretch it out initially and start with the middle and work his way out from there. So we decided to get the front middle done and just kind of tried heating it up and glass it down as we could, just to get all the crease out and flatten out and sort of stretch some material, as you can see here. So there's obviously lots of crease in there, but it's quite a durable film, so you can work with it quite a lot on this one. So yeah, it's just a case of being patient with it and working it out. So as you can see, as I said, just wiped it down. There's a few things on there, little smudges, and then just peel it up, heat it up, and just glass it down bit by bit. You just got to be patient and work with a small part at a time. I think here we were actually trying to do too much, and then we went on to be doing sort of a smaller area once we got this down, and then just worked on way through like that from the other side as well. So right here, that's what I'm doing, just heating it up, stretching it over, and then just rubbing it down with the little felt wrapper. Just work it down where it wants to go really. And then it's just because of the curves in it, obviously the car slopes off a lot more at the other side, so you've just got to make sure you got it. I left myself plenty of overhang, so I could just stretch it and then work with it, but we had to do it in kind of one go this. But one side's almost down. Now we're just getting where the aerial goes, and just getting that bit flat, and then we're going to work on the other side. So it wasn't too bad of a run, just being patient. So what we're doing here is just checking there's no bubbles or anything like that, because obviously there's a few ridges in the roof and what have you from time. So we're just getting out any little bubbles, working them out so that the vinyl actually releases the air. You can do that with little bubbles, you can't really do it when they're big. And then onto the other side, where it's a similar sort of thing. Now we do have a fiberglass roof blank that's been sort of tried to smooth in and what have you the best we can, and this, so there is always going to be a few ridges. It's not a show car, for example, but if we find a better way, we might redo this at some point, but it's a good experience. And it's always the same, just heat it up, work from the middle out, try and get your creases out all the way, do a little bit of time, basically. It's always good to have a hand. Then starts getting into pressure and stuff here, so it makes it a lot easier. So that's a good example there when you push it up and how the heat helps it shape and shrink when you glass it back down. So if you watch where the heat is actually going, you can see the film change, and then you can just sort of pressure it down, steady away. It's quite hard to do it middle of the roof, but a bit of patience and it goes well.
audio.
So here we're just finishing off the last little bits, getting it over the seals, getting the creases out enough, pushing them off for where they're going to be, and then just making them into the gutter rails so we can trim it all down, fold it into the seals afterwards, and which you'll see coming up. So the roof itself is actually wrapped here. What we're doing now is trimming back the gutters. You gotta make sure you cut all the overflow off so it'll fold in nicely. Ben was a bit warm there as well, so we opened up the garage. Now it's stuck down, no debris is going to get underneath. Make a nice clean cut, fold it in into your gutters. Your gutter will help hold it down and seal it, but you'll just put some heat on it to help it go in. Same across the top, get your seal, cut, give yourself a little bit over, and then you're just going to work across and fold it in a little bit later. Make sure you follow down. Then what I did was trim the corners, got all the gutters stuck down, and then get a pincer bit to fold the seal back, and then just work away across, pushing in to the seal with the hard side of the felt one you've used to strap it down. So that's what the only method I could think of to do it. It's patience with everything with this. You can't rush any of it. You can't slide it across, you'll crease it. You can just work away a bit at a time. So your last little bit is just to trim where your aerial goes. I just trimmed it out and then just pushed it in and bolted the aerial back in. So the roof's all wrapped. It's got like a little bit of a flake in it, rainbow flake in it, which you can see a lot better outside. You can see it briefly there with the torch. But yeah, it went on well. I'd recommend it. Save yourself a few quid, spend some time doing it, just be patient. The next bit to do was the diffuser at the bottom of the bumper. It was painted black originally. I just wanted to match the boot trim in the boat. Fairly straightforward piece. Just glass it out and I just trimmed it in the actual concave. But you can see the technique here. Just heat it up, work it down till you get to a point where it's all laid nicely, and then just trim it each side. I was going to use nice soft tape on this. I did actually lay it, but I've never used it before and it didn't seem to want to work, so I didn't want to waste the vinyl. Don't have much left. And we had Modified Nationals coming up. So while we're at it, we decided we were going to wrap the lights, the top of the lights. Quick 10-minute job on each lights. It's not a bad job and it just goes out nice. Right guys, that's a lot for this one. So this was all the prep we had to do before Modified Nationals. So it took us about 2 hours to wrap the roof, 10 minutes per light, and the diffuser I think it was like 15 minutes if that. So that was what we had to do before Modified Nationals. We should have another video coming out next couple of weeks because we're going to Goodwood on Wednesday, so hopefully we'll get a good coverage of that. Don't know what we're going to get or what, but we should enjoy it. And yeah, if you haven't seen the Modified Nationals video, go back and watch it. It's a video before this one. If you have, drop us a comment, see what you think. If you've got any tips on wrapping, because I enjoy doing it, give us a shout, drop us a comment, and I'd be appreciating the tips. Other than that guys, subscribe and have a good one.